Hi, Bill Felber at the Summer Training Institute at Kansas State University, sponsored by CEEZAD. I am here with Alexandra Medley, who is a veterinary who has a degree from Ohio State University and is one of the participants in the Summer Training Institute. I have to say, Alexandra, you have one of the more interesting backgrounds of anybody I've seen in this, because not only do you have a veterinary degree, but you have a degree in music, and you're studying, as I understand it, public health now. That's an interesting juxtaposition of things. How does that all play in together from your standpoint?
Well, I did begin my career in opera. I've been singing since I was 8, and I was finishing up my master's and decided it wasn't what I wanted to do anymore. I didn't like all the auditioning and the travel, and I thought, why not be an ear, nose, throat doctor? Because that makes sense, a little bit. I shadowed some doctors, just found it wasn't for me. On a whim, shadowed a veterinarian. I had the most amazing time. Veterinarians are the most collaborative people. They're so supportive. They're interested in new ventures and new insights in the scientific community, and I just thought, this is where I want to be. But I was always still interested in human health. And even though I decided not to become a physician and become a veterinarian, I wanted to keep a link with that. So when I began at OSU, I actually began my master's in public health combined. So I've been doing that for a bit now.
You were attracted to the CEEZAD program by what that you think could help you going forward?
Well, I've been doing a lot of capacity building and rabies globally. And sometimes we do a lot of laboratory inspections. We help people build better laboratories. We inspect them to make sure that they're up to snuff, essentially, for doing rabies diagnosis. And I thought that the lab portion of this training would be fantastic. I'm also very interested in foreign animal diseases, and that's a big component of this program and something I wanted to learn more about, meet a lot of the people in the field that have been working for a very long time. And yeah, just get more.
I was interested in the foreign policy aspects, which you expressed in your bio. Tell me about that. I presume that's foreign policy with regard to health and things along that line, but tell me about that a little bit.
So foreign policy can involve global capacity building. It can also involve foreign aid and also trade negotiations. So the food market is one of the biggest markets in the world. We import and export a lot of animals. And veterinarians are really on the front line of keeping diseases out of America and preventing diseases from traveling to other countries from us. So that's sort of what got me interested in it. I've also done a lot of work with different producers, so Cattle Board, the National Pork Producers Council, and National Pork Board, working a lot with their foreign issues that they have, especially around trade.
You're going to be getting your degree, your Master's of Public Health from Ohio State in December.
Yes.
What happens at that point?
Where do
you mesh all this together?
Well, I'm doing a lot of different applications right now, so I've stayed quite busy with that. Some of them are based in DC and would work a lot more on the trade and policy side. Some of the other
Maybe
things,
a think tank or something like that?
Something like that, or one of them is with the AVMA, so they're working with veterinary issues specifically, and then some working with different productions, so like pork or beef. And then I'll also be applying to some other different programs that are more epidemiology based. So I'm still open to a couple of different routes. See where life takes me.
Well, it's fascinating, and I appreciate your taking the time to visit with us, and hope this has been a productive exercise for you in the seminar. This is Bill Felber with CEEZAD at the Summer Training Institute. Thank you for being with us.